So when I think of SHI, the three words that come to mind are value, response, and support. My name is Nick Jekic. I'm the Director of Enterprise Infrastructure at TreviPay. And as part of that, I lead several teams, our system engineering, our network engineering, and our telecom VoIP teams. TreviPay is a global B2B invoicing and payments network, and we connect buyers and sellers in the manufacturing, retail, and transportation industries. I started that relationship, it was about 5 years ago, and the local account executive in Kansas City had reached out to me to kind of restart the relationship that had existed previously. And so we really connected. She was able to learn from us, where we were on our journey with technology and what our initiatives were. We really grew the relationship from there, both for what my teams are doing and then also some of the other parts of the organization. So what's different about SHI is that we really consider them to be a valued partner for TreviPay. We work closely with Ashley Stotts and her team, and really it's not just around purchasing, right? We do a lot of that because SHI is a partner with a lot of vendors that we utilize in our technology platforms like Cisco, Dell, but also we utilize SHI for advice. If we're looking at a new technology that we really haven't looked at before, we'll leverage SHI for advice on what are the top players in the field and be able to kind of do the initial evaluation with them before we actually do any kind of direct engagement. We had decided prior to COVID to move into a new physical location for our Overlook Park campus. We had not planned on it, but COVID came along, which made things a lot more complex logistically. And the biggest challenge that we had, because we actually began the moving process after March of 2020, when our offices were closed due to COVID, was the coordination with vendors and the supply chain disruption. And so SHI really was instrumental, and I can't give enough credit to Ashley and her team to work with us, to work with the vendors to help us understand what the delivery timelines would be on the infrastructure that we needed, and to really stay engaged with us throughout that process and help us stay on track. The main area of focus for me and my group was really on the technology side. There was also a facilities component that I was involved with our facilities team. But a lot of it came down to not just the technology purchase of the implementation of the technology, the engineering, but also the logistics around things like setting up the space, making sure the space is prepared and built for our needs, especially on the technology and IT infrastructure. And then also the delivery of data connectivity, right? Internet services, telecommunications, which really, involved working with a property management company. If we have a question about a technology that we are currently implementing, something new, a new aspect of it, or something new that we're looking at, to be able to bounce that off of that local team before we do any kind of further consideration and engagement. If there was one thing that I could say to the folks at SHI, I would say keep up the good work. You guys have really stood out compared to other vendors from a customer support perspective, and then also from a technical expertise perspective. And it's very clear that you have your customers' interests as a top priority.